Okay, I contemplated a lot about this hater thing of how am I supposed to respond. And I'm almost like willing to respond in a short format, not long format, where it becomes rambly. Because unfortunately, irony is a very complicated word to the point where if you use it, it can easily backfire. Guess how AI defines irony? Contradicts expectations in a meaningful way. So not only this guy obviously doesn't find meaning in my videos because he's trying to be fucking toxic, right? Like everything is ironic. Everything is ironic. Bro dropped the meaningful. Because like trying to find toxicity in my videos is like it's not that deep. All right. Oh, well, you notice that your videos are toxic. That's not important, okay? Usually honesty comes with toxicity. Why? Is because people are not honest. All right? And they're still toxic. They're not honest and they're still toxic. They're still asking for money. They can't settle down. They're still asking for the game to be better. They already get paid, right? Like, why are they fucking wiggling themselves around and remaining toxic when they don't have to do that? They can just self-improve, right? If you were receiving money from this shit, you can just chill, right? Have a good time. You're gonna become attractive too, and a piece of shit like this, Mr. Clarky boy. Again, I don't associate with him. We don't talk to each other. We don't see eye to eye. I can be as toxic as I want. It's not even gonna make an impact. Doesn't mean anything. It's not meaningful when you point it out. I can do whatever the fuck I want, and nothing will happen. Oh shit. There's no consequences in it. Except it's not. There's no consequence. Not because I'm anonymous. Not because nobody knows who I am. They can always find me in the same place, and it's just my behavior. At some point, something did happen, and I don't even know what happened. But technically, this is a toxic video, you can say. But I'm just like making this is the least toxic video at the same time. The irony, and it got taken down because it was like stealing Gabe's content because it's a 2-minute video just Game talking about how gay he is about certain artist, and I'm like, that's pretty gay. Like let's have it. But he took it down. Like, what the fuck is going on, right? So all of a sudden, I exposed someone, and I went fucking full toxic mode, fucking blasting this guy. And the only time he was able to respond to me, it looks like he responded to me through email, right? He was like, oh, we can settle this debate through email. And it's like, what the fuck is going on, man? What is going on? What kind of tunneling we have to do to actually establish a connection? And what he wanted is that for my toxicity to be removed, he will reinstate my video. He took my video hostage. So this is fucking exclusive content, guys, at this point. It's weird, man. I swear to God, I'm not the one being toxic. Your community is taken hostage by greedy people all the time. You have to always constantly weed them out, constantly challenge them, try to cancel them constantly. Maybe something will pop out, right? But instead, you focus all the toxicity on me. You just fucking focused on me and nothing else, right? Zeddy literally is free to say the most toxic shit, which is like, I don't want nerfs. And he can get away with it, and there's no consequence. But when I try to do fucking anything, try to upload a video about anything, I just get hate and nothing else, dude. What are you talking about? So I flip one thing. I can't just flip everything. I can't just be the holiest person ever. I can only operate on certain grounds, right? I can only flip one thing. So people are being toxic, all right, from every angle, but they're not being honest. So I introduce honesty as the greatest value. I try to focus on that shit, right? So that's why I yap a lot. I don't write scripts. Honesty kind of matters in that sense. Just like these idiots complain of like Blizzard not communicating, that's why there's greed everywhere. There's greed on every level, and you're not even better than that, right? You have to project greater value to be looked by Blizzard of like, oh shit, we have to actually try to keep up because they're gonna leave. They're gonna make their own games basically. Making games is not that difficult. There's gonna be new competitors. We have to, try to keep up. So if we actually be honest with ourselves and stop being so greedy, we would find actually better ways to make money, right? If we really, really wanted money, if we really needed money, we could make more. But we have to stop being greedy. It actually is like also the irony of life. When you're actually blinded by evil, you don't achieve things that are quite easy to achieve, quite accessible. Like even maybe like he's complaining of like I don't have a girlfriend, and it's like maybe if you make Hearthstone more welcoming towards women, you would find a girlfriend. It's not that fucking complicated. If Raren can do it, you can do it too. Alright? Everyone can do it. But instead we turn it into like an esports toxic level game where we're sort of all constantly fighting each other, making each other feel bad. Because we're not hitting legend. Oh no. Again, there's only so much I can do. There's only so much I am working with right now. If the game is toxic and it's a pile of shit, like, I can at least be honest about it. At least I can add some kind of value. When it comes to defining irony, is incredibly difficult to me. It's even this depiction is kind of fucking weird. But yeah, the irony is that he's picking something completely not meaningful. He's expecting me to understand, or everyone else to understand, because of course. The thing I expect that did not break my reality is a piece of shit American threw a one-liner in the comments and hopes that he's not going to get banned or exposed and whatnot. It's like, nope, we're doing it, okay? We're banning the shit out of you. Enjoy your Call of Duty. But when I looked at his profile, he was like playing Minecraft more. Or paying attention to Minecraft more. And at the same time, fuck you, children. We're not here to fucking talk to children. We're not going to pay attention to children, okay? If you're a little child, little baby, alright, liking Minecraft videos, eat shorts, man. Get out of here. And it's a little child trying to be fucking smartass. Right? Smartass in my comments. Do you know how smart I am? Didn't check that one. If you're a smartass, we have a lot of things in common, but we didn't match. You just went off the rails real fast. Right? You just use your smart-ass behavior in order to, like, mask a lot of things you would otherwise have to say, but you just get triggered and you try to be a smart ass. Like, the behavior is insane. It's pure insanity. Talking shit. What am I supposed to do? Right? What am I supposed to do? We're not fucking seeing eye to eye with this creator. I can only fucking react in a negative way. What the fuck do you expect? And at the same time, toxicity is not even a part of what I want to talk about. I allow toxicity. People can be as toxic as they want to. It quite helps. Often, again, it's the tool to get the honesty out. Right? Get information out of your fucking system, bro, instead of just hiding everything. Like, what are you talking about? That's usually what happens if there's like a lot of stupid shit trapped in your system. You just want to vomit it out. It's toxic, but it's like it's at least it's not within your system. You're not hiding it. You're not just compiling fucking damage within your body and just trying to hide it. Like, no, it's fine. I go sick to work. I just show up. I'm burnout, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Right? It's way better to talk about it. But when he was honest and greedy at the same time, that is just fucking next level insanity, dude. Because again, he has tools to do whatever he wants, except music. You know, AI can do music right now. A smartass can do AI music right now. You definitely don't want to lean into things that are not going to work out. And so he's wiggling around, is like already brainstorming where to get more money. Out in the open is the most exposure you will ever have. And it's like, you have the best job ever. How do you not see the benefits of having the best job? What the fuck is going on? Right? He doesn't see the benefits because obviously Hearthstone is a toxic place, but again, he just doesn't fucking see opportunities, nothing. Nothing exists for this man. Right? He has all these resources and he still doesn't see opportunity. That's irony as well. Alright? That's fucking ironic to have a bag of money and you don't have no idea where to invest the money. You don't know how to invest it into yourself. You don't know how to fucking stop bitching and looking greedy and talking about Krabby Patty formulas and all that shit is crazy, dude. That was the greatest irony, in fact. Because again, the video was ironic. When he fucking typed it, there was two options, right? Either this guy's a fucking asshole, which is the most likely 90% chance option, or this guy actually figured out that, holy shit, that is ironic. He said, I name him as Mr. Krabs, and then he says the Krabby Patty formula, and then I fucking break out laughing of like, Jesus Christ, that is crazy. Wow. That's so funny. I didn't even mean to look at it that way. But yeah, he just went full Mr. Krabs mode, right? And started saying Krabby Patty formula right after. Full greed mode, basically. He is literally saying the word greed without saying the word greed. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? That's the irony, dude. I think I generated much greater irony when in real time. That's the definition of irony. So of course I was fucking confused but this guy created even more irony for him out of himself. So this guy created irony out of himself. This guy created irony out of himself. Did I create an irony out of myself? I still doubt that. I don't quite see that. But yeah, try it. You know, try and fucking make me a fool. Right? Do it. You're not gonna do it at this level, and you probably don't want to do it in this level where you just instantly contradict yourself. Ironically. You lose all the fucking meaning. You miss the my irony point. You don't connect to that at all because you just, focus on negativity and all of a sudden it shuts down. And you have expectations that I will understand your insult, right? Are you kidding me? I have to understand insults now as well from these asshole smartasses, from the toxic pile of sludge that constantly keeps flowing my way. I wish I could shut it down, rather. I don't want to deal with this shit. Alright? I wish YouTube find a tool to shut it down at this point. To stop people from being anonymous so badly. Where they can just do and say whatever they want. Right? They also don't feel consequences. There's no real consequences for toxicity. It's fucking pointless to talk about it. Right? It's just you have to see past that. But no one can. Everyone sees, oh, it's a rant. Oh, it's not good enough. Yeah, I can't even play Hearthstone right now because I'm sort of just like making a conclusion at this point. I tried, alright, but a smartass requires a much rigorous whipping, basically. Police would not exist if we just, believe in a tiny ounces of irony. In a meaningless irony. There's the meaningless version and a meaningful. The irony of oh no, they're catching a fucking thief, but they will have to take away his stuff, They will also have to take away stuff. Is that irony? Is that funny? Is that, interesting, meaningful? No. Of course, a bad guy will have to receive bad things. That's not irony, that's justice. That's literally justice. Evil is required to defeat evil, unfortunately. It's self-defense. Where does self-defense come from? From irony? Yes. So my toxicity is often self-defense, often exposure of your stupid-ass community. So I defend other people who might enter this community or might have second doubts, right? Second thoughts, and would want to take a little bit of distance and understand why they're doing that, right? I expose all this. I put it into words, what some people feel. And I sometimes did a good job. Sometimes a person comes to my Discord literally saying of like, shit, you expose that person. I'm subscribing from him. Finally, basically, I can understand. Like, this is a real thing that happened. All right? Not in particular with these guys. There was the ordinary gamer case for me. Latest thing, I'm not sure if it happened any more times, though. And even that case is questionable, in a way. It's weird. Because I have doubts of, like, is he a bad person? So right now, I haven't really, but there's a chance that I'm protecting people if they question if they, like, should play Hearthstone. No. Be careful with this. Alright, it's a big commitment. But technically, you know, greed is everywhere. Right, so might as well swallow the poison and understand who is doing what exactly. Alright? Understand the state of community on an individual basis, individual creator basis, because not every creator is bad. Right? They're bad in their different ways. And it's nice to know. It's very nice to know to make educated decisions, just like with Mr. Beast videos. Mr. Beast doesn't look toxic, but you have to go through toxic shit to win a Mr. Beast challenge. Mr. Beast doesn't have to be toxic on himself. He just makes the rules, right? If he wants to make things harder for you, he can do it on the spot. He can improvise toxicity. And you're just not going to notice. Like a lot of narcissists do exactly that. They focus on toxicity because they can point the fucking finger, and that's it. That's their whole existence, is finger pointing. Where is toxicity? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's that guy. Is that guy? This guy is the problem. The finger pointing never fucking ends with these idiots. Just never ends. Welcome to capitalism. Welcome to narcissism unleashed upon the world. The moment you feel finger pointing, it's you know that they're just fucking assholes. They have nothing to offer. Alright, there's nothing meaningful about when they say irony, because that's ironic, you know, and not in a funny way. In a please get the fuck out of here type of way, you know? Like a mean irony, basically. Because there's apparently different types of irony, and it gets very complicated, very stupid. This is a stupid word. But it happens, you know? I do agree it happened here. It's fucking ironic. And iconic. Iconic irony. The best one. You know, when it happens in that moment is the funniest thing. Absolutely. When you know this guy slip and sliding into greed, and then Krabby padding formula becomes a relevant thing. What was he even thinking? I didn't even pay attention. What was he even thinking about? What does he want to do? You know, where is he going to steer his life? Because, again, music is not the way out. It would be fucking delusional to go make music. That's crazy, dude. He does have a band, maybe. He knows what he's doing. But even my, like, attempts to, like, focus on my engine, like, they're good attempts, but it's all still wishful thinking. Right? Because I don't always, like, have the energy, the willpower. I drain it for shit like this. I shouldn't really be doing this, because we're going fucking nowhere, to be honest. I'm talking to the fucking void of idiots pointing finger at each other. Right? Trying to find the biggest toxic thing to point a finger at, even though they are the toxic pieces of shit. Right? I'm like, wow. I'm just such an interesting participant in your toxic pile of shit festival, basically. Like, of course, point a finger at me, but I'm the smart person. I'm the honest type of toxic person. Yeah, you got fooled, buddy. You got fooled. You don't fool yourself. So yeah, I'm trying to learn what irony is generally, and it just doesn't really work. Of a fail-proof system cause major failure. Yeah, when you say like nothing bad is gonna happen and something bad happens. The irony. Alright. Or something bad will happen and nobody believes it. When it like really breaks expectations. Right? It has to like really break expectations. Like we set up a general expectation as like, whoa, a policeman was arrested. Huh. Interesting. And we thought all policemen are good. But it has to feel that way because even this is not even that ironic if we don't actually if we do expect police officers to be arrested for being corrupted. Right? Fire station burning now would be kind of fucking insane. That would be insane. Negligence. So yeah, irony is very complicated word. One of the most complicated words to try and expect people to understand immediately what it means. And again, I can't ban a person, but when they actually explained it, of like, oh, you're talking about that toxic thing, yeah, yeah, just welcome to the Hater Chronicles then. Jesus fucking Christ. Usually mockery. Lifeguard drowns. Wait, what? Yeah, unexpected. Did you not expect toxicity from me? Did you not expect toxicity to be like... technically, I did felt like someone's gonna complain about it, by the way. But to fucking call it... to call it in such a fucking toxic, obvious way, man, it's ridiculous. I'm okay with people being toxic. There's a reason for it. Like, if I didn't find a reason for it, I wouldn't be toxic, obviously. If it actually benefited me to not be toxic, yeah, I would not be toxic. Right? But there's no clear benefit to it. That's just who I am. I'm just like generally angry man. Anger is toxicity, but in a way that encourages people to, detoxify, take poisons out of their system. Toxicity just is outside, not inside. Don't keep things inside, keep things outside. So when you claim that I am toxic, I'm actually detoxing in that process. While you're receiving toxicity, no, you're just observing it. You're not receiving it. It's not content for you to chew on. It's content for you to observe, for you to understand, not to enjoy. Like, what is crazy, man? It's crazy. People don't understand the most fundamental things, it seems. But what they truly don't understand, being fucking narcissistic, and this is how you catch the narcissist, catch the predator. If they don't understand anger, and they cannot shut the fuck up, those are two big factors of how you can catch a narcissist. We found a person who cannot shut the fuck up, and we clearly understand there's a lot of narcissists who don't understand anger. Who think it's fucking obvious, too, that anger is automatically toxic. It might be the only detox, ironically. That's my irony, my personal irony, but very blessed to have this one. All right? Ironically, anger detoxes a lot of things when you push it into the open, when you express it. You remove a lot of bad, negative thoughts and experiences when you push it out. But it's a lot better when someone actually hears you and can connect with it and can understand how to interact with it instead of just like ha-ha mode, basically. Just laughing at it as if like I was trying to vomit into your face, you anonymous little pig, basically. I'm not targeting you personally, all right? I do try to, but it just ended up with me banning everyone. because no one cares, right? Everyone just runs away. No one keeps themselves accountable for anything. They just keep running. They disappear eventually. They stop the conversation when the conversation is not going their way anymore. So I just fucking, or they just never stop being toxic. So they don't actually change themselves. They don't actually learn anything. It's impossible to interact with these fucking idiots. And that's the most toxic shit ever. This is the pattern of toxicity they've never seen before. You come to social media and you have nothing to offer? Yeah. Nice first move. You skip self-introduction? Oh, wow, nice first move. I don't even know if you do hit legend, how much you care about Hearthstone. Do you play other card games? We don't know anything about anything else. We just like straight up skip the toxic pile of shit. I got triggered and I'll start distracting the whole thing about something that doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter, dude. So no, I'm not here to protect you from toxicity if it's a honest version. I'm not sure about Clark. I mean, he seems like a honest man, so I guess he can get away with it. And I'm not sure how much I wasn't clear in the video, but I don't really care about that. It's impossible for me to dig out my exact words. I would, like, if I had to choose, I would rather Zeddy be more toxic and hate Blizzard garbage more. That they put up a bunch of garbage. He would ask for more nerfs, and he would ask it in the most toxic way imaginable, where he becomes the problem of, like, I want nerfs, Blizzard, I want nerfs. I would rather Zeddy be more toxic than Clark be less toxic. Just so you know my stance, alright? So we don't fucking talk about this, alright? I promote it because honesty is very rare. People just sit in silence. They just manifest their fucking evil intentions. They manifest depression, suicidal thoughts, or just outbursts of rage that they cannot control anymore. They manifest all this uncontrollable shit they could control by vomiting their toxicity out. Alright? Going extreme is completely fine. Yelling is completely fine. I personally didn't feel judged in my neighborhood for yelling at anyone. Alright? That is acceptable. The toxic part is where Clark might be dumb and greedy. Alright? When he asks or really demands things, like, still going off the rails. Maybe I'll get to see a better side of him. More relatable. It's close. But it's already tainted his image forever. Permanently. Alright? If he's greedy, then I can't relate that much. I can only send him envy. Alright? You want envy? Here she is. Here you go. You wanted a girlfriend. Here she is. You will not like her. Okay? Because she wants to be just like you. And compete against you directly. But she will use you. Like, imagine that's your first girlfriend. Because you're greedy. Because you asked for it. And she took notes. The first girlfriend literally is the walking, talking irony of, like, oops, I probably shouldn't be this toxic, this direct with people. This toxic to the point where, like, you don't recognize how successful you really are. She's just still just wiggling around. Like, the world is in pure chaos, pure fucking apocalypse. And you still want more than survival. Damn, bro. I'm not doing very well when it comes to survival, you know? I'm fighting wisdom teeth, I'm fighting my neighbors. There's a lot of noise. My mom is a pile of trash most of the time. You know, it's a net neutral person, my mom. Maybe even net negative. And it's like, my survival is very tough. Okay, and there's a very demanding thing where I can't just leave. I would leave in an instant, but I can't just leave a certain place. I am locked up, and I'm just like, there's got to be a fucking way out. It has to be extreme way out, if anything. I know capitalism. Extreme way out is the only way out. Fucking jailbreak is the only way out. Alright, thanks for watching. Ah, look at that. Irony you can visualize. You can sort of see it happen. Yeah, but that's the conclusion. We're surrounded by narcissists who finger point. They see toxicity as nothing else but that, and as the greatest irony because they're just completely blind. They interpret things however they want because there's no consequences waiting for them. They can always just run away. You know, they can always be brave to point a finger at everyone, and they always know that they can run away. So what the fuck is the point? There's no fucking stakes here. It's just a bunch of pile of toxic shit saying a bunch of meaningless stuff. In different capacity, different ways, saying a bunch of meaningless fucking things. Wow. I evaluate people across, like, multitude of layers now. Right? But there is a layer of, like, you have to be useful. There's a layer of you have to be not negative. So he didn't even pass that point when he exposed himself. But you have to be useful as well. And when you just like say irony, it's just you go in schizo mode, mentally ill mode, thinking that someone will understand you. That's just insane, dude. Not mentally ill is a pretty good layer to have as well. Yes. Do you see irony in that? Did you cut what kind of mental illness I have? Can you define it now? Yes. Is that your job? Or are we going to circle jerk, and like ask, why do you care so much? You get nothing out of it anyway, so why do you care so much? You would not understand. You would not understand. You're too narcissistic to understand whether I'm making progress or not making progress. Like, you need to be able to detect stuff like that. Do you know who Jesus is? Would you be able to tell out of like 10 people which one is Jesus? At least out of 10. We have like billions of people, and you have to point a finger at the right person. Finger pointing is actually a very useful skill when you do it correctly, when you finger point at positives, not negatives, right? And when narcissists do their thing, if they do it to the negative thing, you can immediately, again, disqualify them again. So you have to break a lot of layers to not get banned. Not just ask for a ban, not just be mentally ill. Right? Not be negative. Do something useful. Say something useful, dude. Say something meaningful. And don't pretend that we're equal on equal basis when you haven't done anything equal. Alright? You haven't uploaded anything. You haven't existed the way I existed. Alright? There's 4 layers of rarity. Alright? I'm 1 in 1,000. Technically, it's 3 layers. It's supposed to be 3 layers, but it's kind of 4. Because you can literally be evil. Right? You can be negative. So I'm like, okay, mental illness, that's pretty bad. What kind of... Oh, negative mental illness. The worst of its kind. Very interesting. Because Smartass is mental illness. Because you schizo mode. Being a smartass, you can go schizo mode because you're antisocial now. Right? You expect people to understand things when they probably don't. Right? That's where the word schizophrenia comes from. I had to learn it the hard way. Alright? Not because I was a smartass, but because just that's the name of mental illness, and it's very easy to label people like that. You know, when they say anything unusual at any point. Don't worry, mental illness is not permanent, unlike what people want others to believe, but it gets deep like that, doesn't it? When you're a real piece of shit. It gets pretty deep.